Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If you don't know us, I'm Doug the Baldy. That's Kaylee the Bun. We started this channel, about a year ago? And from the start, one of our main goals was to be as transparent as possible in everything we do. Whether it's the full-time RV life that we're living, or the adventures that we go on that sometimes aren't as wonderful and perfect as we had hoped they would be. So this video is no exception to that. We mentioned last week that we ran into some issues on a hike in Glacier National Park, and this is that video.
So we basically just wanted to start this video by saying that it's very embarrassing for us to be putting this out there, and in reality it's what it is. Yeah.
We know we're overweight. We know we don't hike every day. And this was a rude awakening to,
yes.
We bit off a little more than we could chew.
But so, it definitely set the tone for the rest of our trip at Glacier, so we didn't want to leave it out of the video. And it's life, and I know there's other people out there like us, so we're just gonna put it out there, and hopefully you guys aren't too mean to us.
And maybe you can learn from our mistakes.
Yeah. So with that,
hope you enjoy the video.
Yeah.
All right, we're at Cracker Lake Trailhead. Longest hike we've ever done by far. We haven't done it yet.
We're gonna see if we can do it.
6 miles each way. It's, what did I say, 700 uphill feet?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I think it's like 1,600.
I thought it was 800.
No, that's the one we were supposed to do earlier.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll finish it, maybe we won't.
Yeah, we're gonna take a chance. It's there to there. Looks like a lot. Wish us luck. We're following a bunch of horses, so it smells a little bit.
We probably won't film a lot because we're embarrassed of how out of shape we are, but we'll see. Okay.
Bye. So as I alluded to there, we didn't even intend on doing this hike today. We had originally thought of doing a 6-mile hike, but we saw the parking lot first thing in the morning, and there was nothing. Then we continued on. We got to Manny Glacier area. We said, oh, let's do a 9-mile hike instead. Parking was insane, and it was closed due to bear activity anyway. So then we said, screw it. We'll do a 12-miler. If we have to turn back halfway through, so be it. We thought we were up for it. But that meant we only had food and water prepared for a 6-mile hike. So that wasn't a great idea.
Yeah, so like we said, the hike was a little over 12 miles, 1,400 feet of elevation gain, and we were starting at like 5,000 or 6,000 feet already, and the wildfire smoke was really bad. So we already kind of had some
the odds were stacked against us.
The odds were stacked against us from the beginning.
Yes.
And it was about 11:30 when we started.
Yeah, that's another big aspect of it.
We knew the sun wouldn't set until around 9 o'clock, so we felt like we had plenty of daylight to do the hike.
Yeah. 12 miles in 8 hours shouldn't be a problem.
So far, not too bad. Alright guys, I don't know if you can tell, but these are like up to our heads. Very, very narrow.
It's been a lot of this so far.
Is it cold?
It's colder than the lake was. Okay, so we're a little over a mile and a half in. I feel pretty good, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's just this heat wave right now, but August is hot here. It's no joke. And being in these trees and with all the streams flowing, it's humid. It feels like Florida. I mean, not quite as bad, but still,
Yeah.
you still feel it. So don't come in here expecting a cakewalk, but I would love it if it was like 60.
Oh, man.
I mean, this would be awesome, and it's beautiful. For the most part, we've been out of the sun. It's a little before noon, so we'll see when it gets a little higher, but yeah, looking good. Oh man.
We're 2.2 miles in.
Out of 6.
12.
Well,
6 there.
6 there, 6 back.
Back will be easy.
So if it's anything like it's been going this way, it's all downhill back. We were supposed to do a different hike today, so we can't remember the elevation for this one.
I'm dead. I'm freaking dead, guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's bad, because then we know we can do it.
You can't tell how steep that is, but it's just trust us.
We've gone up a bunch of switchbacks already. But
All right.
it's good for us.
Onward and upward. Hopefully not too much more upward.
Just onward.
Well, this is the last footage you're going to see of me in this video.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. So at this moment when we filmed this, we were in the middle of doing some switchbacks straight up.
Yeah, the 2 mile mark, everything changes on this trail.
Yeah. And to be honest, I had just gotten brand new hiking shoes for our Glacier trip. And my feet were starting to hurt, but I didn't realize they were starting to hurt because I was getting blisters on my feet.
And I didn't either. I assure you, if we had to realize they were blisters, we probably would have realized we needed to consider a turnaround.
I have had blisters from shoes before on the bottom of my feet, but I really felt like I don't know. I just felt like my feet were just sore.
And these are good hiking shoes, so it could have just been too. I mean, they're laced up real tight. Like, we did a good job making sure we were good to go. So you wouldn't think that your foot's sliding around or anything in them.
Yeah. I mean, at the store I debated between the half size and the full size, and I should have went with the half size looking back. But so anyway, yeah.
So yeah, pain's starting to set in. We get up this big incline here, and we continue on because we think, okay, we've hit level ground again. If it's fairly flat the rest of the way, we'll be all right.
We had passed some people as well. We kind of got mixed reviews. People said it was level the rest of the way, and then some people said it wasn't. So,
yeah.
Never take advice from skinny people on a hike.
Yeah, their easy's much different than our easy.
Because I'm pretty sure that the people, the couple that we passed that said it was uphill were older, like an older couple.
Yeah.
Like, we should have listened to them.
It's all a big learning experience. So, we're halfway. Things have gotten progressively worse. Lots of switchbacks, uphill the whole time. It feels like it might be starting to level out. We'll see. We're just a little nervous because we don't want to get in a situation where we're dying trying to get it back. So, it's beautiful. There's a breeze, but we are definitely by far the biggest people walking through here. So either we're gonna be skinny one day if we keep doing this, or we're in the wrong place. All right. Mom, if you find this video, I love you.
So after this moment, we kept going. We came out of the woods and crossed a boulder field, and we really felt like we were getting very close. I had my Apple Watch. We were about, according to my watch, like a mile or a mile and a half away from where we thought we
were getting mixed things. Some people were saying that we had a mile. Some were saying we had 3 miles. Her watch was saying another thing. So this boulder field is essentially it's a canyon between 2 mountains with the stream running through it. And that stream comes from the lake that we're going to hike to. So we really felt like we were getting there.
Yeah.
And it was pushing us to keep going through what, after the fact, we realized was pain and just overall exhaustion.
Yeah, so we crossed over the river on this really cool bridge. Mm-hmm. And I'm so sorry, guys, we don't have footage of any of it because we, at this point, just wanted to make it and turn around.
When we crossed that bridge, I started to worry about time because we were sitting at around 2:30, and I had planned mentally, okay, we need to try to get there by like 3:30 to give ourselves an equal amount of time to get home. So it was starting to get hairy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there were more switchbacks.
Yeah, so we crossed the bridge, start doing more switchbacks, and at that point I really didn't think we could make it any further.
Yeah, her feet really all of a sudden got to her.
I started thinking about having to do the equal amount back, and I was scared that I wouldn't make it. Mm-hmm. So we had asked, one lady said that we were pretty much there, we just had to get up a little bit more and then we were there. And then two gentlemen were coming down, and we asked them, and
These
said,
older gentlemen in good shape that looked like experienced hikers.
yeah. They were like, we've been coming down from the lake for 45 minutes. And I looked at Doug and I was like, no. There's no way.
We're already going slower than the average person. And then to still have to go uphill, it would have been well over an hour to get to the lake if we trust what they said.
Yeah. So we, sadly, it was so sad.
Yeah. This was the lake that she had on her list. It had been on her Pinterest, her Instagram, on her everything forever. It's the bluest lake in Glacier. We really wanted to see it. And I take responsibility for not realizing before attempting that we should have done some smaller hikes to start so that we didn't do half of this one and give up and then say, oh, well, we're not going to go back to it. Like, if it's the best one, we should have been fully prepared for it.
Yeah. So at this point, we were out of water.
Yeah, that was another thing that became obvious quickly.
And we still had 4 miles to go back.
We did have some safety stuff. Like, we had a water pen and, like, the straw.
A life straw.
A life straw. And that gave me a sense of, oh, we'll be fine no matter what. But we didn't think about the logistics of how that thing works. Like, it's not like you walk up to a beautiful pool of floating water right at head height for you to suck out of. Like, we don't have a cup to put it in, so you got to get on your hands and knees in the water to drink out of it. So it really became a last case scenario at that point.
Yeah. So we our plan was to eat lunch at the lake, and like Doug was saying, we were coming up on 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we sat down
by the little river
and tried to eat our dry food.
Yeah, the choice of food was terrible. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Anyway.
With no water.
We had no water, so it was miserable.
And that's when we realized the feet were blisters also.
Yes.
And that put a lot of fear in me, because I know the pain of a blister. And hers were bad all over her feet.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I'm gonna have to like make a smoke signal to get a helicopter to come get us out of here. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh. So I did have an extra pair of socks. I put on another pair of socks, and that helped for about 2 seconds. So, yeah.
And we started back. And I know for me, I went into almost a catatonic state. Like, don't think about anything else going on. Just walk and trudge and trudge and trudge. And you have to fake a smile to all these people that are passing you to go back into the hike. They started like hours after us, and they're going in still.
Oh,
so
man.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it was really embarrassing.
It's embarrassing to tell you about it.
It's honestly so embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, usually, like, I feel like when you go somewhere the first time and then on your way back, the way back is faster because you've already been there.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what.
Not this time.
It was like 10 times longer on the way back, and I thought Doug was going to die at the very end.
I was really dying of water. That was my issue. I needed water bad.
It was bad. But we made it because we're here.
Yeah, and thank God we had a cooler of ice with all kinds of drinks and stuff in it.
So many drinks and Powerade. And yeah, it was amazing.
So after we got back to the truck to leave, we still had, a 2.5 hour drive. One thing you don't really realize when you're looking at it on paper is how far the different sections of Glacier are from each other. So we had a 2.5 hour drive back. We got onto going to the Sun Road and started to encounter some traffic on our way up the mountain, which was not a good sign at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It didn't quite make sense.
Such a short work season, they toiled around the clock, blasting and boring about 5 feet per day to eventually finish the 408-foot-long tunnel. Because trucks could not get to the site, rock debris was loaded into carts by hand, and the rubble was dumped over the edge of the cliff. The tunnel was later given a concrete lining to stop giant icicles from growing inside.
To stop giant icicles from growing in here.
That's crazy.
So we just finished our hike at Manny Glacier. We're unsure whether or not you would have seen how that went, but there's a line of traffic here at the visitor center at Logan Pass, and I'm a little concerned because it's like 150 miles to get out and around the park. So far one car everybody inside was spinning their fingers around like this as if to tell us to turn around. But at this point, for where we have to go, I would rather wait if there's a half-hour delay, if there was an accident or something, than drive all the way around. But I don't know. That was only one car. I would have thought one of these other people would have done it by now if that were the case.
Yeah. Dang. We just want to go home. We're so freaking tired.
Yeah. So close to death. Oh, that's, yeah. So some guy on a motorcycle sitting on the side of the road said that the road is closed because someone got a flat tire. And we saw the gate is closed one way. So cars are coming from that direction, but they're not letting us in that direction.
So they're making everybody turn around at
the visitor center. So we're just going to park at the visitor center and wait and see if it opens. Because literally, I mean, if we were to go the other way right now, it would probably take us, 2.5 hours to get to where we need to go. Whereas this way, we're like half an hour away or something.
So hopefully it doesn't take long to change a tire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking like anybody could probably, any able-bodied person could probably help out and change that tire in 15 minutes. So we'll see. Can you see the road?
All right. So we are sitting here in the parking lot. We only waited maybe 20 minutes. We started to see some movement of the cars and felt comfortable that we were free.
Yeah, and it worked out. They opened the gate up. It's really sad to think that they turned people around to go around the whole park when they could have waited 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But we got back to the RV, collapsed in a pool of our own self-pity.
And went to bed.
Yeah, we took showers first and ate.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's our day. That's our experience.
That was day 1 in Glacier.
Mm-hmm. So with that, now we go into day 2 at Glacier National Park with the most blistered feet I've ever seen. And we have to rethink our whole game plan of what we're going to do, how we're going to attack this park and see everything we can without the ability to really walk. It changed everything. So in the next videos, you'll see everything we were able to get footage of. I think we got some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you like it. Sorry, that will be the last hike you see.
For real.
Yeah.
We don't plan the future of the channel to be like that, but
no, we love going on hikes, for real. As much as it doesn't look like it. It
doesn't look like it.
We enjoy it. Yeah. So it'll keep coming in the future, but not from Glacier. We'll see you next week.
Thank you guys for watching, and please don't be too hard on us because we're very embarrassed to post this. And
if you're not too hard on us, hit the subscribe button, go to thebaldyandthebun.com, check out our Amazon links. Yeah. We appreciate you watching.
Bye.
Bye.